crybabies. We're back in business.
I'm back!
Greetings, movie fans. William, the movie fan here. So we're at the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023, and in case you missed some shows, a lot was going on. Of course, a lot of content out there. Not a lot of good content necessarily. Although two things you might have missed. Well, one of them is called The Chosen, and it is it started out as a crowdfunding religious film back in 2017. The creator and the writer, producer, etc., is Dallas Jenkins. He was a kind of a religious kind of filmmaker, or just a filmmaker in general. But he started doing a lot of church-based videos for his church. Got together with a few actors and actresses and put together a really sharp-looking piece of work. So people said, "Hey, you should do this as a film because looks really good. It sounds really good. It's put together very well." And well, he did it. Built a great, interesting, big set out there in Texas. Basically, the city of Jerusalem, and it kind of the backdrop for a lot of cities in Judea at that time, I reckon. A lot of actors you've not heard of yet, although some of them have done a smattering of things. The main character, Jonathan Rumi, plays Jesus, obviously the main character. Many other actors from the United States, Britain. I think the one who plays Simon Peter is from Italy. Not a lot of people you've recognized by name necessarily, but I'm sure you've seen them because I recognize a few of their faces. For example, one of the Roman centurions, Gaius, is played by Kirk Waller, and he's been in a lot of things. He's kind of like a character actor. He's been in a lot of things. Also, you'll probably recognize Brandon Potter's voice more than his face. Did a lot of anime dubbing, a lot of voiceover stuff, and also for video games. There's a few actors and actresses that have been in some things. One of them plays Nicodemus. The actor is named Eric Avari, and you might know him from movies like, he's been in TV shows all over the place, like NCIS. He was in the Mr. Deeds terrible Adam Sandler movie when they were in the helicopter and they were doing the Space Oddity song by David Bowie. It was kind of funny. He also was in Stargate, played kind of the leader of the people to the Stargate. Very good actor. And there's a few others that you might recognize. But for the most part, they're all kind of new. But it's a really well put together show, and it's on season 3 now. Actually, season 1 and 2 are free on Amazon Prime. You can probably watch them also on YouTube for free. And I want to say that season 3 is currently out now. They're doing one episode, I think, a Sunday. And they're also free. You can watch them on the live stream on YouTube. And they also have a Chosen app, which is interesting. You can watch the shows there, and they have additional things if you're, want to learn more about, the scripture or different things like that. Even if you're not into religious films, it's a very well put together movie. The sets are great. The casting is great. I mean, everybody cast there looks like they are from that area, which is very interesting because I'm a big fan of kind of the big epics. And, as much as I like Jeffrey Hunter, in his films, the Blue-Eyed Jesus guy, and a few others. Max von Sydow played a great role as Jesus as well, in The Greatest Story Ever Told. But this one is definitely cast well. The writing is done very well. Certainly, they stick to the scripture as much as possible. They might, deviate a little bit here and there, but mostly it's the nuances that you don't get from the Bible. Is like, what did they do day to day? Like how did they make food and what was their interaction? Did they always get along? And I mean, certainly, you got tax collectors and other people who are sort of not the anointed, other than being chosen by Jesus as to be their, apostles. They may not always get along. And I think, if you kind of read a little bit or know a little bit about scripture, you probably get that too. But just watching them interact is really interesting. The set's great. The costumes are great. The makeup, everything. The music is great. You should give it a look. It's called The Chosen. Another movie you might have missed was the movie Weird, the Al Yankovic story, which again, the writing is funny. I mean, it's tight. The comedy is great. The sound effects, I mean, is Weird Al. He basically made a spoof movie of himself and his life. And Daniel Radcliffe plays a great Weird Al Yankovic. A little short, but he plays him really well. Also, Evan Rachel Wood plays Madonna really well. I mean, like, it's spot on. And it's just over the top. A lot of actors and singers and other people that you recognize. Of course, Weird Al is doing like a studio head. Josh Groban plays a waiter. I mean, it's just different. Rainn Wilson plays a great Dr. Demento, I got to say. But just seeing the whole bizarreness of the true story is really a lot of fun. It's on Roku, so it's free. If you want to have a fun time, just watch the Weird Al Yankovic movie. It's just a great, it's a great fun time about how he, is forbidden to play the accordion. So it's like, I guess it's like his life, but spoof of his life or whatever. Just a lot of great scenes in there. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it tremendously. It was just really fun. He was over the top. If you're a fan of his UHF movie that came out way back when, which was a really spoofy, goofy movie, this one is right up there too. So check those two things out. This year, a lot of interesting things coming from me, hopefully, if I can get everything worked out right with the microphones and the computers not dying and everything. A lot of things went on this year, and I'm glad this year is over. I'm looking forward to new things in the coming year, and hopefully a few more videos here and there. Try to do a couple a month. That'd be great. Hope you guys can stick around for that. But this has been me, William the Movie Fan, saying Happy New Year, 2023. Here we come. Let's hang on tight. We never know what's going to be in store, but let's come at it with fresh, open minds, and it's like, let's do it. Let's do it. We can do this. All right. Anyway, stay tuned for more. Bye.